I find it really stupid when I see men trying to make it a point that single mother standards are way too high. But wouldn't you think that a good mother or a good woman, period, would want the best for her children and want the best around her children? So you best believe that my standards are going to be through the roof. At this point, my standards are so high, I think I'm looking for Jesus Christ himself. Because, baby, I devote my life to being a mother and being a good woman so I can be a good mother. So, yes, if you want to mess with me on that type of level, you need to prove to me why you are worthy of my time and why you are worthy to be in my child's presence on a consistent basis. Because I'd rather be alone forever than have my time wasted. So let me just make this clear. Don't take me being a single mother with a grain of salt. Just know that I work my ass off and I'm tired, okay? But I work my ass off as I should. So if you come into my life, you should be making things easier, not harder. And that goes for any relationship. But I'm quick to leave all types of situations.
If you study relationships closely, you'll notice one pattern: power. Women often disguise control behind the language of love and connection. But when a man commits, especially with children involved, she gains legal, emotional, and financial leverage instantly. A woman knows that once she has kids with you, she can use your commitment as a resource pipeline. Meanwhile, she guards her own income like a state secret. You will rarely see a woman voluntarily share her earnings the way men instinctively do. In the modern world, the power struggle isn't emotional, it's economic. Women expect men to provide, yet never mirror the same generosity they demand.
A lot of you like dating these like single moms that have like got massive amounts of kids already and like they're fucking like made really bad decisions. Like that's not your problem to solve. Some of you like fucking good men, guys that have great potential and things like that, and it's like you just walk into the fucking toy store instead of the toy store and buy shit out of the box. It's brand new. You go straight into like the broken section. You're like, oh, I can fix this. Just get something better off the fucking rack that's not broken.
Dating a single mother is not just a relationship choice, it's inheriting consequences that weren't yours. She's made serious mistakes already, and those decisions shape her entire reality. A man who steps into that situation becomes responsible for cleaning up after years of dysfunction. And the harsh truth? Most men aren't built to manage chaos they didn't create. If a woman has a track record of disastrous choices, why would her future choices suddenly be different? A man must evaluate her past like he evaluates a business, because bad management doesn't magically disappear.
This is why you don't date single mothers seriously. You real talk, he probably doesn't give a fuck about you anymore. It's probably the kid that he cares about. That's probably the big reason why he wants to keep seeing you. Like he's like, man, I don't care. I want to see the kid.
A woman's past is the clearest prediction of her future. Patterns never lie, and people do. If she consistently chooses unstable men, destructive environments, and attention-driven behaviors, why expect her to transform into a disciplined life partner overnight? A man who ignores her history is volunteering for pain. It's not judgment, it's data. And data always tells the truth.
A lot of men, especially men that don't have children themselves, do not want to date the single mom. And there's very good, valid reasons for it. I would say the most valid reason is because a man understands that he's going to get very attached to the child and there's no lingering tie between them if they break up. He ends up getting his heart broken, not only from the broken relationship with the woman, the mom, but also with the child. And there's nothing linking them. There's no legality for him to be able to continue to see the child. And this can happen 5 years down the road. He's helped raise that child. I think that that is one of the very valid reasons why men talk about this preference. But the problem is that they're oftentimes shamed. And they're usually shamed by single moms that just don't have this understanding. They're not talking for all men. There's going to be groups of men that are okay with dating single moms, and oftentimes they're going to be single dads or just men that are more open-minded about that type of situation.
When you date a single mother, you're not dating one person. You're adopting a whole ecosystem. Your schedule becomes theirs. Your money becomes theirs. Your stress becomes theirs. But the moment you try to discipline the kids, you get hit with the classic line, "They're not your kids." Translation: you must act like a father but never be treated like one. That's the trap men fall into. Full responsibility, zero authority.
If you don't want to end up heartbroken or broke AF, there are 5 things you need to know before you date a single mom. Number 1, you're not her priority. She's got a kid, the kid's the priority. Kids require a lot of attention just to keep the little beasts alive and unharmed. Just the tip number 2, if she's a crappy mom, she's not a keeper. If she can't even care about her kid, she's not going to be able to care about you. Just the tip number 3, it's a package deal. Even if she's an amazing woman, no matter what, if she's coming out of a split or if she's a single mom, she's got baggage. We've all got baggage, but she's got extra baggage. Which brings us to just the tip number 4. You're not my daddy. I know if you've ever dated a single mom, you've heard that. Just the tip number 5, baby daddy is also part of the package deal. Unless baby daddy died, he's still in the picture, even if he isn't.
Nothing destroys a child faster than a broken family held together by instability. When a mother divorces, she doesn't just walk away from a man, she fractures the child's foundation. And if she can't provide a stable, nurturing environment afterward, she has already failed her most important duty. Children don't need emotions. They need structure, consistency, and safety. When the mother chooses chaos, the child pays the price.
I'm going to be aggressive because nobody wants to hear this, because what you want me to say today is actually being a single mother is totally possible. It actually isn't. It was never meant to happen for the human race, number 1. Number 2, single biggest determiner of whether a mother is a good mother, what do you think it is? This is going to blow your mind when I tell you the answer. Whether they have a supportive partner. The major argument for good dads is actually, can the dad be there for the mom? Because it's like a direct chain is what we see. What you see is that if you've got a father figure, basically, who's supportive to the mother's energy goes towards the children. But the second that she doesn't have that supportive energy, she collapses, is what happens. And then the kids get starved. And we are not actually supposed to be living in a single-family household, so it's supposed to be a lot more support towards mom than just dad. But I'm going with standard societal structure. You are a victim of a society that was never meant to work this way.
Men who date single mothers must understand something. You will never be first. You won't be the priority, the focus, or the emotional center. Her child, rightfully, comes before you, but that means you will always be a secondary character in your own relationship. And when a man is constantly put last, his masculinity suffocates. You cannot lead a relationship where you are structurally positioned at the bottom.
That's it for me. One drink. I gotta go pick up the kiddos from the babysitter.
Oh, I totally understand. It's okay.
It's a weekday. Gotta be responsible.
Take off those motherfucking drawers and give me that dick!
Marrying a woman is already a risk. Marrying a woman with baggage is a calculated gamble. She wants your financial support, your stability, your sacrifice, but refuses to give you the authority that comes with the responsibility. Her child won't respect you, she won't let you correct them, and society tells you to just accept it. Men are waking up to this imbalance. Responsibility without authority is slavery.
Well, if they're that old and they still want younger girls, there's also a problem.
Let's say if he's 40, dating a 20-year-old, would that be weird?
It's pushing it.
Pushing it.
100%. You should have morals as men and as women.
There we go. So
where you do not look at women under a certain age or at that point because it's just morally.
Okay, so you think it's immoral. Who agrees with her? Show of hands.
I don't really know.
It's funny because all of you women have on makeup. The makeup is to cover up wrinkles, to cover up blemishes, to make you look younger. So you're always trying to present yourself in the most youthful way. So with that being said, it can't be immoral if you're actually trying to look young to the guys that you're dating. Like you're 40 years old, but you're putting on makeup trying to look young. Well, if you think that it's weird, why don't you not put on makeup and just actually try to look your age? But the thing is, it can't be weird because you're not trying to look your age. You're all trying to look younger.
That's a good point.
Modern women expect men to grind for years, build savings, create stability, and then hand over their resources as if intimacy is a currency. But men are no longer blind. They recognize emotional manipulation disguised as love. They see the reward-punishment cycles, the withholding behaviors, the guilt tactics. Men today understand that their value isn't defined by how much they can give. It's defined by how much they can protect from being taken. The era of obedient men is over. Men now protect their purpose, their money, and their peace.
Hey, we're back in the school pickup line. Obviously, I spend my time making TikToks, but what do you do?
I wonder how long it'll be before the school realizes I don't even have kids that go here. Or that I don't even have kids.
Hey, we're back in the school pickup line. Obviously, I spend my time making TikToks, but what do you do?
I'm just thankful that your kid doesn't go to the same school as my son because I pride myself on being the hottest mom in the pickup line.
Hey, we're back in the school pickup line. Obviously, I spend my time making TikToks, but what do you do?
Dad, I think I need to go back to school.
You already graduated. You don't need to go back to school.
No, lately I just feel stupid.
Hey, we're back in the school pickup line. Obviously, I spend my time making TikToks, but what do you do?
I didn't know we were supposed to dress like that for school pickup. I've been wearing too much clothes this whole time.
Hey, we're back in the school pickup line. Obviously, I spend my time making TikToks, but what do you do?
Oh, I don't do much. I'm pretty lazy.
So we showed up to the school drop-off line, but there was no school today. Whoops.
Single mothers believe they settled for their ex. Why? Because dating apps flood them with attention, likes, comments, messages, offers. They mistake digital validation for real-world value, but attention isn't commitment. Men message them for fun, not family. They pursue them for access, not loyalty. If single mothers truly had endless options, they wouldn't still be alone. The online world inflated their ego while real life exposes their reality.
I'm curious, being a single mother, do you think it's harder dating now or before you had kids?
I was with my ex-husband for 20 years. We were married for 14 years.
Wow.
Essentially, he was kind of the only guy that I dated, dipping my foot back in the dating pool in my 40s. It's been horrible. It's been awful. I haven't dated in months. It's been a complete and total train wreck, and it's a waste of time, honestly. I think it's exhausting and just not a good place to put my energy.
A man dating a single woman with a history of bad decisions already knows the ending. You won't be second place. You'll be the cleanup crew. You'll absorb the emotional damage, the financial strain, and the emotional leftovers. A man who chooses a woman with a chaotic past is volunteering to fix what another man broke. Why would you sacrifice your future to correct someone else's mistakes?
We think single motherhood has been around for a long time. It really hasn't. This is a new concept, and they use marketing campaigns to get you to accept it. 1950s, 5%. Not a lot of children born to unwed mothers. We get to 2012, we're almost dang near half. Some communities, 70% of the children born to unwed mothers. Right now, the father absence is a crisis in America. I'm telling you this for a reason, because the guys that want to be fathers, probably half of you, will not even raise your kid from 0 to 18. The systems are already in place for you to not be in that home. So what does that lead to? Kids that grow up without a father, 4 times as much to be raised in poverty, 7 times likely to be a teenage pregnancy victim, more likely to experience child abuse. That's normally because single mother has moved in another man. Child obesity. Are we seeing this today? 2 times as likely to suffer from obesity. 73% of the prison inmates were raised in single parent households, primarily single mothers.
Women constantly blame men for their relationship failures, yet fail to recognize they keep chasing the same type of men. If she always chooses men who bring chaos, she is addicted to chaos. Good men become invisible to her until she's exhausted and broken. Let the independent women learn the hard way. They insisted they don't need men. Now let reality teach them what that truly means.
Certain realities that women who are dating who have a child and there's not a man that is present, okay, whether that means a single mother or a divorced mother. I just learned that there's a difference between the two. There are harsh realities, and I'm going to get into it in this video. Number 1, it is limited options, okay? A lot of men don't prefer to date women with children. It's just, or with even with a child. It's just the reality of it. So we have to be mindful of the fact that our options are limited. Number 2, your conduct in how you deal with men is very important. You now have children watching you conduct yourself in your relationships, making certain decisions. So it is very, very important for you to be aware of how you conduct yourself in the relationship. Because there's a child that's present, you have to be very, very careful about the men that you bring around your children. I mean, that is number 1. You have to be more careful than you've ever been about who you choose to bring into your life.
Single mothers approach relationships with one question: how can this man make my life easier? But they rarely ask, what value can I offer in return? Men end up inheriting stress, financial demands, and responsibility while receiving little support or appreciation. A relationship should make a man stronger, not drain him dry. Most single mom dynamics weaken men instead of elevating them.
I let them know off rip, I got kids. You can either deal with it or not. You can either come through the door or lock it on your way back out.
Okay, and
Simple
my
as
answer
that.
to that is most guys are not going to. That's the man you
To
described
your
hold on,
opinion, a lot
hold
of
on.
women won't.
It's not. I need you to be objective here.
Mhm.
What I'm telling you is the man that you described is extremely rare. If you
Yeah.
can go ahead and get a younger woman that doesn't have children and doesn't have these things kind of that would potentially weigh him down and hurt his ability to earn money and or save money, he's probably going to go with that. And then also, interestingly enough, when
But
we
he'll
asked you
be
about
miserable.
when we asked you about the Instagram, you said that you and your partner are 50-50.
Mhm.
Well, the reality is you didn't describe a man that's 50-50. You described a man that's superior to you in almost every which way.
Money doesn't mean anything in social media.
But you were saying that you guys are equal and he should be doing the same thing that you do. And my argument is that how can you expect that when he's the leader in the relationship? You described the guy who's
First of all,
very rare on
nobody's going to
paper.
be a leader. It's a 50-50 relationship.
Oh, so
We
you expect
both
this man to
alphas.
make this money, be tall, both of you be alphas, be in a relationship with you, and you guys are both going to just rule together?
A woman with kids and no income is operating from survival mode. When you enter her life, you instantly become part of her survival plan. Your money becomes her lifeline. Your resources become the family budget. Her desperation becomes your burden. This isn't romance, it's economic takeover disguised as love.
When you're a guy and you make money, you want to put and invest your money in your offspring, not in other people's offspring.
Yeah, but-
That's just the natural way of the world. That's how things go. Men typically want to take care of their own children. Now,
What if she's a millionaire
Are
and
there-
she helps and builds an empire with that man?
okay, well, even better. If you're a millionaire, you're going to probably want a guy that's a millionaire too, right?
Exactly, but
Okay.
who said anything about a broke guy?
Yeah, but okay, good. So what do millionaires have that are men?
But my thing is, like,
Hold on, answer the question. What do men have that are millionaires? Options, which means they can date girls that aren't millionaires and be happy. You, on the other hand, can't date a broke guy and be happy. So they can get a girl that's 21, that isn't a millionaire, that doesn't have children, that can give him a family, and he won't have to take on someone else's kids.
There's a difference between tragedy and bad judgment. If she's a single mom because her husband died serving his country, that's not her fault. But if she picked the wrong men, ignored every red flag, and created a mess through reckless decisions, that's her responsibility. A man must ask himself, do I want to tie my life to someone who repeatedly chose chaos over stability? Thanks for watching Male Imperium. Your support strengthens this brotherhood. Hit the like button, share this video with the men who need it, and subscribe so you never miss the truth every king deserves to hear.